Welcome back. My name is Lanning, your favorite realtor. Make sure you download our relocation guides, links below. Now, I live in Menifee and I love Menifee, but today we're talking about Menifee versus Lake Elsinore. So make sure you watch till the end and I'll share my thoughts on why I would choose to live in each of these cities. Let's go. I think people often consider Menifee and or Lake Elsinore because of really Wildomar. So buyers often look at Menifee and or Wildomar because Wildomar borders Menifee, and then Wildomar also borders Lake Elsinore. So it's a natural progression of finding where to look in these local cities to buy a home as we kind of fine tune and find the best spot for them, depending on their wants and needs. The first point up to consider is cost of living. Menifee does take the lead again with a lower cost of living compared to Lake Elsinore. And the way cost of living is indexed is by many factors. And I'll link to a great website below that breaks this down. But basically, anything under 100 is a lower cost of living compared to the national average. And anything over 100 is a higher cost of living compared to the national average. So Menifee takes rank here at 132.1 versus Lake Elsinore at 135.6. Lake Elsinore is a little bit more expensive. August 2023, the average purchase price of a home in Menifee was $542,000 versus Lake Elsinore at $521,000. So housing is always a big part of cost of living, but as you can see here, homes are less expensive in Lake Elsinore, but it has a higher cost of living. Confusing, right? Now, taxes in Lake Elsinore are higher. There's quite a bit of new development happening, but also maintenance on the lake and public infrastructure around the lake and making sure the lake stays full, as the lake did go dry in the 50s and 60s. And those are some of the reasons why the cost of living is a little bit higher. Now, Menifee taxes are also high because there is so much new construction and infrastructure being built, and I dive deep into Menifee's taxes in my video, 5 reasons not to move to Menifee. But because of all the homes being built, Menifee has a higher percentage of newer homes being built since 2009, aka new construction, and it's a whopping 9.8% of all Menifee homes are 2009 or newer. Meanwhile, in Lake Elsinore, you'll find a variety of homes that are old and full of history, while others are more modern. And each neighborhood has its own style. Old houses looking really nice, and other areas are newer with different looking homes. Now, the median age in Lake Elsinore for a home is 20 years. While Menifee says 23, that's also artificially inflated because Menifee did annex several other local cities, so we have inherited a lot of older homes. The core of Menifee is much newer. There will be many differences to address in this video, but as far as the property tax rate goes, Lake Elsinore is a base property tax of 1%, while Menifee's property tax rate is right at 1% as well. But once you factor in the CFDs, which are community facility districts, then you will find that many developments in Menifee are right at 1.5 to 2.1%. But most of Lake Elsinore, with their taxes and special assessments, they're at 2% or higher, unless you buy a 30 to 40-year-old home. Although you may pay a higher cost of living and a lower price point for a home in Lake Elsinore, in my opinion, the city of Lake Elsinore compensates with the fact that it's generally closer to San Diego, as Lake Elsinore is located in the southwest side of Riverside County, making it a little more convenient of a choice if you frequently travel to San Diego, which is also south of Riverside County. Additionally, Lake Elsinore is closer to Los Angeles County than Menifee. So if you value affordability or newer homes in Menifee, or the convenience of quicker access to San Diego or Los Angeles County, both cities do offer unique advantages here, and I will help you navigate through them. But it is important to note that there is a huge population difference here, as Menifee has an estimated 101,000 people, and Lake Elsinore is estimated at 68,000 people. Lake Elsinore is literally a lake town that borders a bunch of hills and mountains. Point number 2 is education. The second thing to consider is the educational system. We've discussed in previous videos, in Menifee, the school districts are not yet unified, meaning that grades 9 through 12 are under the Paris Union High School District, and we do know there are ongoing efforts to unify the Menifee Union School District, aiming to meet unification by November 5th of 2024. This unification has the potential to bring positive change for improved student programs, curriculum, school calendars, facility use for teachers, and collaboration. attraction. Very exciting, that's on the horizon, Menifee's education system. Lake Elsinore, it's a mid-sized city and it's known for having really good schools, and it is one of Riverside County's oldest school systems, which is Lake Elsinore Unified School District. They operate 15 elementary schools, 5 middle schools, 4 comprehensive high schools, and 2 K through 8 schools, with 3 alternative education schools. Up next, point number 3, commuting and connectivity and growth. So the third thing to consider is just that, the commuting, connectivity, and growth of these cities. Both cities have exciting things that have happened or happened, and I will say Menifee's gearing up for a much brighter future. Big plans for growth, new homes, shopping plazas, trying to meet all the needs of the people that have moved here to Menifee in recent years. Improving the roads, transportation, and lots of places for fun and relaxation. They're really trying to make a place for everybody to enjoy. Make sure you also check out the City of Menifee's website to learn more about all the cool things they're doing. We'll put that in the links below, but it's exploremenifee.com/nearby attractions. As far as commuting goes, I think both cities have easy commuting and connectivity to their needs in other cities. Traffic is pretty much bad all the way around for both cities, but this whole area has had a lot of recent growth. And it's good to know that a modern city's average growth rate is 1 to 3%. While Lake Elsinore's population is growing, it's a growth rate of 1.63%, which is considered a moderate growth rate. There are new homes, some new job opportunities, and it's in a good location of Riverside County. It's still semi-affordable and offers a good quality of life, and it's connected to nearby cities and counties really easily. Go right over the Ortegas to Dana Point, which we love to do. Number 4, things to do. The fourth thing to consider is things to do in the city. Menifee has golf courses, tons of hiking trails, Menifee Countryside Marketplace where there's tons of shops and restaurants to explore. There's several smaller lakes to walk around and bike, tons and tons of parks and amenities and new parks being built every year with tons of sports fields as well. Arts and culture scene is being developed and growing with local art galleries appearing, but be sure to check out the website exploremenifee.com for more information about our parks. I also did a video on the top 5 parks of Menifee that you can look on my channel as well. Now, I think Lake Elsinore does take the lead here though on things to do. It's a natural freshwater lake, tons of water sports at the core of the city, a minor league baseball stadium called Storm Stadium, a motorsports park, Skydive Lake Elsinore, and then Lookout Roadhouse to look out over the whole lake and the valley. Pretty cool as you go to Dana Point. And then the newest attraction called Launch Point, which is at the lake, tons of fun things to do, like Cali Splash Park, which is a seasonal water park playground with inflatable water obstacle courses. Up next, the 5th thing to consider is crime and safety. That's our 5th and final thing to consider is the crime and safety of each city. Of course, I'm sure most people prioritize safety when they're choosing location for their home. And in Menifee, the violent crimes per 100,000 people is 153.3. much lower than the national average for California at 441. The whole country is at 379. So people feel safe living in Menifee. It's one of the reasons I live here. But when you do look at Lake Elsinore, the crime rate's slightly higher at 246. So that's definitely something to consider. Now, I would live in Menifee if I wanted a city that has a better handle on crime, more new homes, and a stronger growth rate to protect my investment for 10, 20 years. I'd go to Lake Elsinore if I wanted to be close to the water sports, and quick access to Corona, Dana Point, or Orange County and San Diego County. And you can also check out the City of Lake Elsinore's website to find out more about the City of Lake Elsinore and what they got going on. And that is simply lakeelsinore.org. That's all I have for you folks. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Please like, follow, and subscribe if this helped you learn a little bit more about Menifee and or the surrounding area.